Hashem said the Shema. We're back at the Bet Midrash, David Chai, Shatu Mazachat. We are holding in Parshat Itro that we're gonna. It's after Arvit. Technically, it's still Ben Hashmashot. We can still learn the day of the third day of the week, which is Tuesday. Today is Gemarah, and we're gonna say a little bit Musar. Bezat Hashem said the Shema with Hashem's help. Thank you for staying with us. What's your
Nir.
Nir. Okay. One time I met you, but Baruch Hashem, you're back. That's good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, you're often here. Yesterday I stepped out and I told us I had an appointment. Then
don't worry,
Chosmin. Don't worry. If you come to learn here, you have a license to be Chosem anybody. Okay, so here's the Gemarah. The Gemarah today for Chok Lyisrael is talking about the 13th of Shvat, right? We're talking about Ktuvot, Daf, Hey, the first side. So he's going to give us lessons of okay, let's see. דרש בר כפרה גדולים מעשה צדיקים יותר ממעשה שמיים וארץ. The question the Gemarah is going to discuss, who is achieving more? Did Hashem achieve more by creating this world? Or there is actually something that helps him to achieve more? So the Gemarah says, yes, there is actually an element in this world that helps Hashem to achieve more than he was than the original plan. So, Gedolim Maaseh Tzadikim, the righteous people in this world, they accomplish more for Hashem than his original intention was. Okay, whatever that means, we'll see. How did they learn it? Let's see. So the Rabbi explains. De'ilu b'maaseh shamayim va'aretz k'tiv. How do we know? It says in the pasuk in the Yeshaya when it discusses the element of creation of this world. It says like this: that Hashem is saying, making a statement. Af yadi as yazda eretz, v'minah tibcha shamayim. So it says, my hand, right? My hand created this, founded this earth. V'minah tibcha shamayim. V'minah, and from my right, what does the tibcha shamayim means? I drizzled the sky. So again, my hand created the earth, and my right drizzled, whatever that means, drizzled the earth, whatever, drizzled the sky, whatever that means.
He spread the sky.
Yeah, drizzled it, like, yeah. However, when it comes to the righteous behavior, a human being who is entirely, like today we're looking at the world and say, there's Rashaim, these people are like this, we all judges, right? We all have this faulty element that we always misjudge people, and we're trying to put down people and elevate ourselves, unfortunately. And what do we do there? So what was the classic example today? Everybody's screaming about these people that do averot in ta'ava, the averot of between men and women, men and men, and all this kind of thing. So we all say, that's Rashaim. No. Each of us is implanted the seed. If not, we don't get a reward for it. Why don't I get how do I get a reward for not going to marry a man? How do I get a reward for it? Because I have a desire for it. If I don't have a desire for it, you don't get a reward for something you don't have a desire, and you stay away from it. Mm-hmm. A righteous person who has full desires, he has a full will. He has to have full will to do whatever he wants in this world. And he is refraining from it, and that's the element of us. So how do we get, sometimes even, excuse me for language, we get disgusted from hearing other things that people do. But you don't understand, if you go to his shoes, and who knows what he went through in his life, who knows how far you'll go in that Avirah. You understand what I'm saying? So first of all, we all have that element, and we all have to have it, and you have to be happy that we have it. Because that's the only way we get rewarded, from refraining from anything. So says the Gemarah, the deeds of righteous is better than Hashem. Why? Because it says, it says in the Pasuk Shmot, Machon l'shivtecha pa'alta Hashem, Mikdash Hashem kodenu yadecha. Machon l'shivtecha pa'alta Hashem. So the place that we are, the tzaddikim, right? The tzaddikim basically are elevating what Hashem has prepared. Hashem pa'alta Hashem Mikdash Hashem. Hashem created a Mikdash, the sanctuary. Hashem kodenu yadecha. That was the preparation of your hands. Meaning the righteous are going above and beyond. And that is what even though Hashem has intended it, but again, there's a lot of Yetzer Hara. How can you fight the flesh? You were only flesh, he's a spirit. So by a person really controlling himself, he is actually achieving more than Hashem's, I guess, desire was, or against Hashem's expectations. Yeshiv Bavli Echad v'Rabbi Chia Shmo. So Rabbi Chia, who was from Bavel, he asked the question. It says in the Pasuk Tehillim, Vayadbeshit Yadav Yatzaro. So you have like this. It says that the Hashem created the dry land. It says Yadav Yatzaro, right? However, there is a problem. We read it as Yadav, but it's really written Yado. Yado Yatzaro. So again, Yado Ketiv, V'Haktiv Yotzoro. So again, if you want to say his hand created many, Yotzoro means creation of many. So it's singular, it jumps into the plural. So, but we read it as plural, Yadav, Yud Dalet Yud Vav, that's plural, his hands. Yotzoro, created in plural. Mm-hmm. So, but really it's written without the Yud. If you take a look at the real text, it's without a Yud. We add the Yud in our reading. We say, so there is a Ktiv and there's a Kri. Yeah. So we Kri Kamo Yadav, his hands. But it's really Yado. So how can you justify this? He says like this. That's right, and not בעברית לא אכפת בעברית של היום. אני מדבר תורה. תורה has a message.
תורה, זה משם הבא.
תורה, זה לא משם. Stop right there. The עברית today is nothing like Kodesh has zero to do and maybe even Malachim hate it. Because it's totally defiling the Lashon HaKodesh. It's not Lashon HaKodesh. They misspell different things. They really rearrange the whole. Hebrew today is an abomination to Lashon HaKodesh. It's abomination and Rahman al-Islam. And you have to know that the Gemarah says clearly, Aramaic, angels hate Aramaic. Aramaic is maybe 75% of Lashon HaKodesh. Not even, maybe 75, maybe 50%. Because literally, you have to, Aramaic. And angels hate it with their passion. Somebody tells me all the time, you know the person, Rabbi, צריך לדבר תורה בעברית. בעברית? Yeah. If I told you that the angels of if they hate Aramaic, how much they really hate really hate עברית.
אז איזה שפה מדברים?
שפה that you know, speak, that's it, doesn't matter. If you but one thing, let's just realize Ivrit is abomination to Lashon HaKodesh. It's not. Okay? Like I said, leave it alone. Whatever, that's not for today's topic. But again, so he says Yadav. Simple. It says over there Yado. We read Yadav because that's what but really it says Yado. So how do you justify what's happening here? How can you say Yado, his hand, created in plural? And one hand creates plural? I mean, it's not a problem for Hashem.
Yes,
but still, yes, that's true. But again, we're now talking Lashon Bnei Adam. Hashem doesn't have a hand also. Okay, but let's just continue. Let's just go with the flow. Go with the flow. Right? If you want to tell me that Hashem has a hand, it really doesn't have. But let's say if you're already talking Lashon Bnei Adam, the way people feel like people usually can't create in 1 minute in one instance with many things in one hand. It's impossible. So we want to say that if you're already saying. If you limited Hashem to a hand, so at least at least go with the flow. Why it's Yado? You should have said Yadav. With many hands you could create. With one hand it's very hard.
But everything, even not hands, everything is speech.
Wait a minute. Very good question. That's a side note. But that's not what we're talking about here. You have to understand that we are now trying to analyze because the Pasukim is saying, you're right. What's Yado? We don't want to go that far.
לא ישב כתב.
Rabbi Yom Tov, your beautiful question. Why are we even talking? What's going on here? It says that Basara Mamarot. Well, you're right. When we're going to go to this pasuk in Tehillim, over there we're going to have Pirushim. They will go back and forth on this whole topic. Here we just want to bring a pasuk where we are analyzing it. Dibrat Torah Kilshon Bnei Adam. The Torah speaks like human language. So now, if you want to be like human, at least discuss reality. You're not discussing reality now. You're saying Yado, you're writing Yado. Yes, you told us to read Yadav. You told us to read this, that means many hands. But at least you're saying Yado, Yatzoru is plural. You should be Yatzuru, Yatzar. Yado, Yatzar. And then bring Ktiv Yatzru. But why Yatzru? That's the question. Okay, let's stay with the flow. Beautiful. You have a lot of good questions, not for the topic at the moment. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak Yatzoru Yitzberotav Kedichtiv. No. Rav Nachman says, no, you don't understand. The hand, you're right, it's one hand, right? But what does it have? It has 5 fingers. So when it says Yado Yatzaru, meaning created by his fingers. Okay? That's it. Okay. So because of those 5 fingers, so you see now it makes sense. So now the language is okay so far. As it says, beautiful. Because as it says in another pasuk in Tehillim, Ki ire shamecha maaseh etzbeotecha yareach v'kochavim asher konata. So you see over there that Hashem created all the world with his fingers. So you see there's fingers. Oh, the Gemarah says no, wait a minute. You can't pull me a quick one. I'm going to give you another pasuk that says totally opposite. What? Miti, the Gemarah says there's a machloket. In that same chapter, pasuk 19. What does it says? Hashamayim mesaprim kvod el. The skies are discussing the honor of God. Umaseh yadav magidu arakia. But his deeds of his hands, the skies will tell us. Wait a minute. You're confusing me. So is it one hand or is it his hands? So which one is it? Decide already. That's machloket. Okay. Not machloket. It's called stira, a contradiction. One pasuk says one hand, the other pasuk says 2 hands. What's going on here? One says bichlal fingers. What's going on here? Okay. Hachika amar. The pirush. This is the explanation. Says Gemarah. Maaseh yedehem shel tzadikim mi magid arakia. Kamar maaseh yedehem shel tzadikim mi magid arakia. The sky is not saying what's fingers alluding to. Fingers is the singular. Who is the singular? Righteous people in this world, who are, you could actually count them in the fingers. You could have billion people. There's only 36 Lavnik, the real true tzaddikim who sustain this world by the fingers, literally, right? So there it says Maaseh yedem shel tzaddikim mi magid rakia. That's what the Rakia is praising. The Rakia is saying the deeds of those righteous. Uma ninhu. So what is the reward? What's the deeds of this righteous? What's happening to this world? Why they're so special? You know why they're special? The most simplest thing why they're so special. The rain comes because of them. Umatar. Maininu matar. Right? The rain comes in the merit of this righteous people. What is rain? It's everything. Your food, your panasa, your bank account, your whatever you will get.
Mind the shemesh, זה החיים.
That's right. But again,
mind the shemesh.
No. You need the grain. I don't know what you're talking about. The rain to grow grain to eat bread. Everything.
Yeah,
that's what matar
rain.
means.
I mean,
no, but the Gemarah language, matar means parnasa, life, parnasa, everything. Darash bar kapara mai dichtiv, as it says over there, drasha. You have to go. You have to go.
No, I'm listening.
V'yatet tiyeh lecha al azenecha. Another drasha. This is already a side note. So till now we discussed about that. Again, Hashem created the Congo. You saw Congo? You ever been to Congo?
Never been to.
You don't have to be National Geographic. I advise people watching National Geographic about this beautiful, the animals and all. You could not understand. Okay? Beautiful. Hashem created Congo. The whole world is for us. Right? Good for you. Okay. I love it. I love this guy. Habibi, don't get jealous. So now, right? You have the Congo. That's what Hashem created. But you know what righteous people create? Righteous create this world's prosperity. As we already said many times in Zohar, we act in this world. We shoot up like an atom bomb, and atom bomb spreads in the realms of atom bomb of goodness, of abundance, spreads throughout the whole heavenly spheres, and then it settles like dew. That's the matar. That's why we have the blessing in this world. Hashem created Congo, and we created the Dubai city. Which was nicer?
Congo.
I'm not arguing with you. Do me a favor. How much money are you going to make out of Congo without digging over there?
What do I care? I connect to the land.
That's right. You're good. Okay.
What you prefer Congo, to go over there?
Okay, you know what? Forget about the
Two faces.
I'm talking to a real Israeli here. Forget about money. How much bread bagels are you going to get in Congo? Oh, good question. Okay, let's talk business now. How many bagels are you going to buy in Congo? 0. How many bagels are you going to get kosher, halal, kosher, bake yourself, all the shit in the world in Dubai, all the restaurants? That's because Maaseh Tzadikim. That's the Maaseh righteous. You understand what's going on here? Why the Gemarah says the deeds of righteous is better than Hashem's? Hashem created a come and go, right? Already we know that many times. Rabbi Akiva always asks this question, not this Gemarah, maybe next time. The Gemarah, they asked them, who's better deeds, Hashem or humans? Rabbi Akiva said, of course humans. What? How dare you? He says, okay. He says to his chef, go call me your chef, bring me a bundle of wheat. He brings a bundle of wheat. Tell the other chef to bring me a beautiful cake that he's baked for your daughter's birthday. Let's see which is better. Which one you prefer? All right.
So Hashem can create the wheat, but the chef make the cake.
The beautiful cake, yeah. Darash bar kapara. It says another drasha in the Torah. Okay. It says in Devarim, chapter 23, it says in reference to the army when we go to battle. The Jewish soldier had to have one of the most important things, and it's not a gun, and it's not a, what do you call the thing? The shoots, bazooka. And not about and not the RPG and not a tank and it's not a plane. The main thing a Jewish soldier must have
circumcised.
Brit. He has to have yated in his hands.
Yated.
Yated is a shovel. A shovel when you go to number 2 to dig up.
They give us a folding shovel in the
That's
army.
right. That's the main thing that a Jewish soldier must have. That's the main element of Jewish soldier. Can you believe it? That's the Torah says. The Torah doesn't say has a weapon, has a spear.
It's a multi-use that shovel.
That's right.
It can be shovel or weapon.
Nay, please do me a favor. Come on. I'm talking about guys coming with you with the machine guns. You think you're going to fight them with a shovel? Come on. Darash bar kapara. Barash, it says over there the B'dichtiv. Vayateti azencha. When your weapons in your weapons suitcase, you should have this most important thing. The Torah tells us over there, not azencha, your equipment, oznecha, but it should be like a shovel on your ears. A shovel on my ears? What's going on? Listen to this. If a person hears something that is inappropriate, he should place his fingers into his ear. Right? Well, that's what it means. Okay? As it says over there, Rabbi Elazar. You see, look at our fingers. They're all like shovels. If you take a look at it, they're all like a shovel. So that's smooth and all that. Why? Why? And look at our fingers. You ever saw the Ninja Turtles? The whole fingers square and like right, all equal. All are equal. We have different names. We have different images. Every etzba. Why they are smooth like and cut out like the shovel? To teach you, if a person hears davarim not good, bad things, that's what it says. That's what the pasuk says. Really doesn't mean azencha, it means oznecha. You should have a shovel by your ear, meaning if you're somebody is about to talk bad things, you don't hear anything. Amazing, huh? And continues the Gemarah, another braita. If you take a look at your ear, it's very hard. Everything, look at it, sticks like it's staying, right? The only reason why it's staying like it because it doesn't have a bone, but it's some kind of material. Look, all your skin, right? Why is this stronger? But why is this the softest part? Why? He says the Gemarah like this: She'im yishma adam davar she'enu agun yachov eliyah letocha, and you do like this, and you don't hear almost anything, right? Like this. Shove it into your ear. That's why it's soft. That's why Hashem created like that. Tan Rabbanan al yashmi adam leoznav dvarim betelim mipnei shehen nechvot tchila la'evarim. What causes pain to all your organs? Hearing bad things. Hashem should protect us from that element in our lives. So, Bezat Hashem, that's Gemarah.